Hello, everyone, and welcome to this energy healing session on energy healing for arthritis. And thank you for joining us for this session. We're going to do a little bit of a discussion on arthritis and how it sets itself into the body and where it originates from. And then we're going to do an energy healing session on arthritis. And this whole session should take us about 30 to 40 minutes to complete, and it will include a meditation, and you're also welcome to ask questions. So I'm just going to check and make sure that I have sound, and I'm going to wait for anybody who wants to join us live to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to make sure that I have sound here. And it looks like we're good, and we have sound and video. Very exciting. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us for this energy healing session. My name is Mandy Gatlin, and I do energy work. I've been doing this for a little while now, and I'm also a medium. So what I do is I tune into people, and I'm able to pick up where there's a distortion in their energy. And then I'm able to work with them on finding the original root cause of that stuck energy. And then we work on releasing it. So I'm going to go through that with you on this energy healing session. But first, let's go ahead and talk about arthritis for a little bit. So arthritis actually originates from an emotion, and it's due to a lack of self-love and self-acceptance. And that's kind of the easy way of saying it. You know, there are some emotions that are tied into that, that when you connect in, when you do some meditation work and you do some awareness work, you connect in, you find out the reason why you have those emotions coming up, say like anger, and then it usually correlates to not really taking very good care of your own spirit, like really listening to your own spirit. And that's what I'm all about. That's why my company is called Discover Your Energy, because I'm all about helping people discover that there is something going on below the surface and all around you that isn't just your physical body, but that we're tied to something bigger, and that you can work with that and use that to help you heal. And if there's something going on in your physical body, that is an outward symptom on the outside. So it's actually showing you or revealing to you that there's something deeper going on down within you. Now, if you let those emotions stay stagnant in the body for too long, then that's when we start to see these physical symptoms start to emerge in the body. And so you do want to constantly be doing meditation work, awareness work, and using that to your benefit to help to release anything that you might be attached to. And also any trauma. This includes PTSD and trauma situations where something may have happened to you in the past. And then you hang on to it. And sometimes when it's a trauma, it is hard for us to release. But you want to work on doing that with time, identifying what it is that you're hanging on to, and then with time, you know, work on releasing and seeing them with what I call your God eyes. Those situations, you want to start seeing them with your God eyes as opposed to your ego eyes. Okay, and then that's when the ego is basically looking at something judging it or criticizing it or hanging on to it, okay, to keep you safe, like for you to create some sort of protection or barrier. So the ego likes to do that. It likes to help us out, but we really should be working on coming to these situations with love and understanding, and know that we as souls chose these situations for our highest good so that we could learn what we need to learn and do the real work that we're supposed to do here. So it's all tied into our path. I talk about that in my sessions with people a lot and help them work on what their path truly is. And these outward symptoms are just something that we're working on to help release so that you can really shake off all that old stuff and find the diamond deep down inside. And when you are able to reveal that, it helps you operate from that place. You're able to operate from a more pure state. And that's exactly the goal here for everyone, right? Is to be operating from that pure place instead of a place of like all these past traumas. And, you know, because when we're operating from those places, this is what causes all these people to do angry things in society, you know, like take their troubles and their woes out on other people. And I will raise my hand. I'm just as guilty of, you know, getting emotional with people and losing my cool, you know, at times. And everyone does it. Like we're all, you know, this is something that we all work on. So today we're working on arthritis. And so I want to give you a little bit of stats here. So according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 out of every 3 Americans will experience arthritis. Right now, that's about 70 million people going through this. There are different forms of arthritis, and it is debilitating for the people that have it. It's considered a disorder that involves inflammation in 1 or more joints, and there are over 100 different forms of arthritis. It can affect you at any age, and the most common is osteoarthritis, which is basically when the cartilage breaks down in the joint, and then you have bone on bone rubbing against each other. So like my parents, both my mom and my dad, had to have knee replacements and have knee surgeries, and you know, because the cartilage in their knees essentially with age has broken down, and they are experiencing osteoarthritis in their knees. There are other types. Another very common type of arthritis that is very debilitating for people is rheumatoid arthritis. I've had some friends and family members experience rheumatoid arthritis, and it's very tough. It's considered an autoimmune disorder, and it causes really painful swelling in the joints. So if you've seen people, you know, like you're looking at my hand here, you'll see little knots, you know, around their joints, and those swell, so they get really big, and it causes a lot of stiffness in the joints. So it gets to the point where they don't even feel like they can flex their joints, and for a lot of them, they have to go on medications, and sometimes it's steroids, sometimes it's inhibiting drugs, and these have really yucky side effects, you know, and that's why I do this work, because people get into thinking that, you know, they have this outward disease, this outward thing showing up in their body, and then their way of healing that is to go to a doctor and take a drug so that you can mask it. And that's not the point, you know, of why you're getting this. This is so that it's an outward thing. That means it's revealing itself to you. You know, we have our inner self, we have the outer world, and then we have the treasure. I always talk about those three things. And whatever is revealing itself on the outer world is something that is trying to get your attention. Okay? So if you're speaking something on the outer world, if you're seeing something on the outer world, if it's a pattern and you're seeing it over and over and over again, that means that it's time to start looking at that thing, okay, and do some meditation work with it. You need to sit with it, you need to get closer to it, and literally become its friend, and find out what it's trying to tell you. And the treasure comes when you listen. So when you get really quiet and you listen, you get this information, and that processes within you, and then the treasure opens up and is revealed to you. And you know, with time, you can heal these things naturally. So again, I always have to give the disclaimer: I am not a medical doctor. So technically, these sessions that I do with you are merely for entertainment, and for you to experiment with, and to try and see, you know, what happens with them. More than anything, I think the biggest thing to take away from these sessions is to do the meditation work and the awareness work, and allow those things to become a part of you, and work with them daily if you can. The more that you work with them, the more aware you will become with time, and it gets much easier. And then you start to feel better and better with time. So your body becomes more flexible, these diseases start to subside, you feel a lot more peaceful, and you're able to live your life from this place of like understanding, you know, that you are connected to all, and it becomes very magical. So again, with arthritis, let's get back to that specifically. Okay, the emotion of arthritis tends to be wrapped up in the emotion of anger. And with anger, we have things like resentment, we have aggression, we have criticism, lack of support, and fear. And this has been something I've been talking about more recently, is the criticisms and the judgment, especially with ourselves. It's one thing to be, you know, angry at other people, or criticizing other people, but if you really pay attention to your words and your thoughts in your day, and you are doing self-talk, you know, like sometimes we talk to ourselves a little bit, like, oh, you start going through things you're angry about or whatever. If you catch yourself, if you really become aware, you'll notice that probably 75 to 90% of the stuff you're saying in the day is just all garbage. It's all negative, and it's very critical. And it's rare for people to be so self-aware and positive that most of the things they say in the day are positive. And we find that highly successful people tend to be the ones that do live in that type of state. Like they are working on changing their negative thoughts into positive thoughts. So now, how do you do this? How do you shift in that way? Well, you start to become more aware, and you have to catch when you're doing it. And that's the whole point of meditation work. So when we're meditating, we're not reaching for a higher state. We're not trying to grab, you know, God. We're not trying to like, oh, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna breathe deeply, and you know, I'm just gonna be like feeling better. Um, that's not what meditation is about. Okay, meditation is training. It's practice. It's a practice thing. You do it to become aware of what's going on. So when you do meditation, it's all about becoming quiet and listening. And when I say listening, I'm talking about listening with all parts of you. Okay, so you're listening with your clairvoyance, which is your third eye. You're when you're closing your eyes, you're waiting to see. You know, if you see something, something comes to you. You're listening with your claircognizance, which is your inner knowing. You're listening with your clairaudience, which is your hearing. There are different types of clairs, and those are all our gifts. They're the way that we're connected, and that's what I'm talking about. Really, truly listening in that way, in a very quiet way. Okay, so you become a receiver when you meditate. You're allowing yourself to be opened up, attuned, and you want to be attuned to the highest vibration that you can. So generally, when we do these meditations, what I like for you to do is to get really quiet and place your energy or your focus, okay, on your heart area or your heart chakra. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go right into this meditation. And I'm going to have you specifically working on the topic of arthritis. So we're going to go deep in. We're going to ask what the arthritis is related to, and we're going to get quiet, and we're going to see where that anger is tied in, like what memory comes up for you with that. And then as soon as that happens, when you get that information, and I just say all it is information. You don't have to get tied into the emotion with it too. Like all we're doing is sitting and observing and watching this play out. You don't have to relive it, okay? So if you had, like, say, a trauma from way back that pops up for you, like this comes up in your awareness, you are just simply seeing the information. You don't have to relive the whole thing. What we're doing is we're seeing it from a higher perspective now. So we're actually looking at it and seeing it from a soul perspective and receiving information. Now, once that happens, what happens is you tend to start releasing energy, all right? Because you're acknowledging what happened, there's this huge, usually release of energy that happens. Once that's accomplished, and you've reached a quiet state where all of that release has kind of happened for you, then you'll usually feel energy moving in or coming into you. So we're linked up, right? All of us are linked up. We're all highly connected as well as connected to source. Energy likes to give and receive. It likes to move. Okay, so if you're standing next to someone or sitting at a table with someone and they have low energy and you have high energy, energy likes to go. It likes to flow. It likes to be shared. So if you have high energy, your energy will tend to go to that person, all right, and help fill them up too. So, and everyone experiences this all the time. We all feel it happen. And then what happens is energy likes to come to you as well. So at the end of this session, because we're connecting to these higher vibrations when we're doing meditation work, you will be a receiver. You will receive higher vibration. It will come into you, and it's kind of like a nice fill up of your tank, okay? So it helps you to feel more full, more pure, more connected, attached to source. Okay, that's what we want. We want to feel that connectedness to source. All right. So let's go ahead and get quiet. So go ahead and close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in. And feel your shoulders roll back. And go ahead and roll your shoulders back a few times as you breathe in and out deeply. Continue rolling your shoulders back, releasing anything from your day. Letting your breath slow down. Breathing in through your nose. Feeling the air travel down into your chest. And as you release, feel your chest contract. Feel all the muscles in your body starting to relax. And go ahead and take a nice deep breath in again through the nose. Feeling your chest expand. And as you release, feel the energy rushing down your body and into the ground. Now as you breathe in again, I want you to picture your connection to Source, and you can picture that as coming in through your head from the sky. So as you breathe in, pull the energy from the sky down into your head, into your heart, and when you release your breath, let everything go, let it wash down your body and go down into the earth. So practice that breath a few times, breathing in, feeling the energy come in to the top of your head. Feel it move down into your heart space and pause. And as you exhale, release the energy down your legs and into the ground. And continue that breath, practicing breathing in through the sky, into your head. Bring it down into your heart space and let it travel around in the heart. And then as you exhale, feel it go down your legs and into the ground. Just one more nice deep breath in. Feeling your belly fill up. This pure Source energy. And as you exhale, feel it release. Really letting go. Feeling everything release from you. Now, just get nice and quiet. You feel your energy in your body. Just pay attention. And allow your energy to speak to you in your body. See where you travel to. Notice what grabs your attention. They were specifically working on arthritis in the body. So go ahead and say that word in your mind, arthritis. And see what happens in your body. You may notice an area of your body speak to you. And it may speak to you by feeling a little bit achy, or it might feel warm. It might do what I call lighting up, where you just feel a surge of energy in that place, trying to get your attention. And when this does happen, go ahead and let your mind travel to that place in your body. So for me, it's a place on the left side of my back, my upper back. For you, it might be in your knees and your fingers. It could be your back, your ankles. It could be a joint in your shoulders, your elbows. Just allow your awareness, allow your mind to go there. Whatever lit up for you, whatever's trying to grab your attention. Take a nice deep breath in through the mouth. Hold it. And breathe out through the mouth. And just notice how it feels to you. Get really close to the feeling. Almost like you're going up to it like a friend and you're going to go sit next to it. Continue breathing deeply. And now I want you to ask that part of your body, what is the emotion that you feel? What comes to your mind? The very first thing that comes to your mind. What emotion do you feel? If that part of your body could tell you, speak to you, what do you notice? Continuing to breathe deeply in and out. And if you could see that part of the body, that stuck energy, that emotion that's there, what does it look like? How do you picture it? Is it big or small? Does it have a shape? Does it have a color? Continue to take nice deep breaths as you're observing. And that stiffness that you feel, the arthritis that you feel in your body, this beautiful symptom that's showing itself to help you, to guide you. Let's ask it now, what is the memory that it's tied to? Is it a person? Is it a place, a thing? I'm going to allow you to travel now to that memory. What is the very first thing that comes to your mind? What is causing that arthritis? What's causing that emotion for you? Going more deeply now Really getting close to that memory, feeling it, seeing it. Maybe it's a situation you're experiencing in your life. Maybe it's something from your past. Just pay attention to what happens in your body now. As you place your awareness on that memory, I want you to take a nice deep breath in, a purifying, clear breath. Feel it come in to the top of your head. Allow it now to travel to that place in your body. Picturing it as light, bright light moving in. Filling up that space, purifying that space. Placing the spotlight on that space. Helping your soul reveal this to you. Helping you to see it now. This is the perfect time for you to see it. It's revealing information to you. Now is the time for you to see it. Now is the time for you to see it with your God eyes, from a place of a higher perspective. So now I want you to ask this question in your mind. Why may have this situation been a part of your life? Is it there to help you learn something? Was it there to show you what not to do? Was it there to show you what you need to do? Was it there to help reveal something to you about what your heart and your spirit really means? Perhaps it's something you've been neglecting all this time. So looking at this now with God eyes, allowing it to reveal itself to you. And as your awareness grows now, expands, fills with this pure light energy, take a nice deep breath in again and exhale, feeling that memory flush down and release down into the ground. Continuing to take nice deep breaths. As you let go now, thanking the memory, thanking it for showing itself to you, for revealing itself to you, thanking your body for helping you see this information, this valuable information. Feeling your body completely relax as that pure light energy travels into you, continues to travel into you. It's always a part of you, always offered to you to feel that connection. To feel yourself connected to that, to source. Using some affirmations now. I feel safe. Say this in your mind. Feel it in your body. I feel connected. I love myself. I love my connection. I love my body. I honor this information. Feeling your body completely relaxed. Feeling all the muscles, the tendons. Feeling them just sink down. And as you're breathing in this pure light energy, feel all the cells in your body lighting up, merging with this light energy. You should even feel a slight smile come on your face. This is an indication that you're connecting to Source. You should feel completely relaxed now. Continuing to breathe deeply. You can continue with this feeling for a while. Allow it to move with you throughout the rest of your day, into tomorrow, the rest of your week. Remembering that you always have this connection, that you can simply take a nice deep breath in and establish that connection immediately. And you can always release with the exhale, letting things go. And if you notice something nagging at you in your body, simply do this quick link up where you connect yourself to Source. Allow your awareness to travel to that place in your body. Receive the information that your body is trying to give to you. And once that information is received, you can allow it to flow and move and go from there. You can do this at any time. And when you're ready to come back, you can open your eyes, move your fingers on your toes, Look around you and name objects around you in your room. Feel your body, feel it in your chair or on your bed, wherever you are. Bring your awareness back here. And I want to thank you for taking this time to really tune in and pay attention to your body. It's such a wonderful gift, and it's always helping you. Thank you so much for tuning in to this energy healing session on arthritis. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. The email address is discoveryourenergy@yahoo.com. And once again, my name is Mandy. Thank you so much, and good night.